What's going on, everybody? This is Jordan Brown Radio. We're on the move here. We're actually broadcasting from Full Sail University, and we have the one, the only MC Imprint with us. Good? This has to be the first time ever that two Seal Beach people are actually sitting down on couches speaking to each other in Orlando. So you had made the change from Seal Beach, California, beautiful city, to Atlanta for like a 4-month stint, right?
Yeah.
And what were 3 months? Okay.
Yeah.
What were some of the reasons behind that?
I felt like I was doing really good back in Cali, and I felt, it'd be a good thing to just drop everything real quick, because I could always go back to that and try to branch out and, make the brand more known outside of California.
So that's good. A lot of people don't understand is that there are major cities for the music industry, and we all know that from LA, New York City, Miami, and Atlanta. And what a blessing of being from Seal Beach is that we have LA connection, and then we have the ability to go anywhere else and always go back. So that's the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But the freshman CD came out, Imprint, the first impression. You can kind of take a look at that right there. Boom. The first impression came out. How long ago did this come out?
It's actually, we're coming up on a year, so January 27th of 2011.
Wow. And I mean, the buzz behind this has been a big deal.
Yeah, man.
It really has.
A huge blessing. You
Really
know what I mean? You got all things considered, no label, no manager, no nothing, just all self-promotion, and, of course, the people I work with, and it's been well received, so it's a huge blessing.
That's awesome. I know that, and not only in Seal Beach, but all around, because I heard this, Atlanta radios are playing some of the songs. I've heard some of that.
Yeah.
So for you, when it comes to releasing the first album, this is the thing I understand about artists, that the first album that you release, there's really no looking back, right? When you release the first, because all the hype is the first album. I'm recording an album. You can say you're recording an album for 2 years. Yeah. So when you actually release the album, was it like kind of like a bittersweet after like the 3 months went by where everyone's like, I got it already? Was it kind of like, dang, now what? Or what was the feelings like? What's your thought process behind that?
It was there was actually like a lot of weight on my shoulders, because usually the typical thing for an artist coming out, what they do is they put out a mixtape or 2 or 3 before they even drop an album. But, I had the means, shout out to the Optimist, to just go ahead and get all these original beats and collaborate.
It was ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah, ridiculous.
If you don't know the Optimist, you got to look up the Optimist, because that guy's, he did the whole thing. Right?
Yeah, he produced
ridiculous beats.
He produced, recorded, mixed, and mastered the whole album himself. And, his brother played some instruments and stuff like that on there, and it all came together perfectly, so I thought. But anyways, there was a lot of pressure on my shoulders, because it's like I'm not just coming out with the mixtape, it's just like bam with the album. You know what I mean?
Because there was nothing out there before that we could actually
nothing out at all, just like other than like my friends and like immediate fans who knew who I was. But
like the pressure from it. Because for you, is it automatically like sophomore? Like, I gotta look at sophomore already. Are you like writing with this one? Like, what is the thought process behind that?
I want to go ahead and promote this as much as possible, but haven't really sat down and actually thought about my sophomore album yet. I have like some new songs and stuff like that, but mine is like, I want to use this to get out there and network, because like usually when you're a new artist, you're handing out like burned CDs and stuff like this. This shows commitment and hard work, you know what I mean? So I use this as a networking
tool.
tool.
Plastic. I didn't know there was plastic on this. The one I got didn't have plastic when I was back in Seal. So this is the real deal. It's like, you look at this, I'm like, this is kind of serious.
So I don't feel really any pressure to jump in on a new album or anything like that. But I am collecting new songs, and I'm trying to work with new artists and
That's
stuff
good.
like that.
That's good. How many of these do you carry around? Because I know that your girl, I saw her, she pulled one of these out of nowhere, air. Do you have these on you at all times?
It's mandatory, you know what I mean? I can't fit them in my pockets, so the lady's got to carry like 4 or 5 of them.
So she has a bunch of CDs in her carry-on bag. That's good.
So it did really well if you think about it. Originally, we pressed up 1,000, and we ran out of those.
That's beautiful.
And I had to get another, and I forget how many boxes I brought with me, but we're coming down to like the last box.
That's beautiful, because that's the thing. People don't understand this, is that as an independent artist, it's not a situation where you can go in and just have CDs come to you for free. No, you had to pay for this. This plastic is not cheap to put on here. This all adds up. Right? And so selling them and then having to reproduce it, this is a very difficult game to actually be at where you are today. To be able to leave Seal Beach and go to Atlanta, that's a lot. That takes, and you're looking at me like I can feel the weight. Like, yes, I know it's a lot, because that's the reality, though. That's the truth. For you, when we look at the next step in 2012, I can already see for you it's going to be a big deal. And I'm excited to see where it takes you, because there's not a lot of people I can look at and be like, okay, they're good. I don't say that a lot. And when I knew for you, I mean, we've worked together. You played many of my shows. You've done a lot of cool things for us. But when the music videos started coming out, and when the music videos started coming out, we already know that the Moore Brothers, that's family.
Shout out to the Moore Brothers.
100%. We
Incredible.
already know. The unfortunate thing is my camera guy doesn't know if the Moore Brothers were here, he's getting let go. Unfortunately. And I love you guys, but these people, this is the real, and they know that. They're not here, so you have nothing to worry about. But the thing is that with them, it's not just the quality of the video, it's the views that you have behind it.
Yes.
The Dancing with the Shadows video came out, was it 2 months ago? Because it was on your birthday, right?
Shoot. No. That was a while ago. That was
No, I'm talking about Sidelines. That's the newest one that came out. I'm sorry. Sidelines came out
on my birthday, October 22nd.
Back in honeys bumping Biggie and Rakim, a drop called Quest beats rhymes and life was so fresh. Another day, another scheme to get rich. Graduated from punkin' lunch money to hitting them licks, but a trip.
That was the one that the first video that came out was what?
Dancing in the Shadows.
Dancing in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Then it came to Sidelines. And see those two right there, just unbelievable, blew it away. The Moore Brothers did their thing on those.
Yeah, and if you guys go and check out Dancing in the Shadows, which is the first video that me and the Moore Brothers did, they shot both of my videos. They did that with no money at all.
Wow.
No budget, you know what I mean? And
video's crazy.
Everyone who sees it is just like, how'd you get the money to do this? So I'm just like, God sent these people my way, you know what I mean? So.
And there's no question that you're not worthy to have them for free. Don't get it twisted.
No,
there's connections there that you were in the right spot at the right time.
They were compensated, I mean, but by no means did they constructed the video with not a cent, and then
and then I came back to him because with me, the phone calls that I got from other MCs were like, "Hey, can you get me in touch with Steve?" I'm like, "I can't. You can try to get in touch, but I'm not able to do that because that was such a connection that people wanted." But that track, the song that came out with Sidelines, that the music video, it was powerful because of what Miss Lauren Coleman was able to do on the track too.
Lauren Coleman.
Like I fell in love with her. I'll tell you. I mean, I sent you a text. I was like, I gotta meet her when I get back in town because this girl she was beautiful, and there was something about this chick where I was like, this girl's got something special about her. And I even heard, is this true that with her in the video that they were kind of nervous about her being kind of shy when it came to the performance part of it?
Because, okay, believe it or not, if this is your first time seeing Lauren Coleman, then you probably perceive her in that light. You know what I mean? Like outgoing, like fierce, like, you know, type of chick or whatever. But she's actually like kind of like a folk slash like a folk singer. You know what I mean? She's like very reserved and stuff like that. Amazing voice, but she really stepped outside of the box when she did.
You could not tell. When I got the phone call, I was like, yeah, man, they were a little nervous about using her. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This girl looked like Alicia out there. She was tearing
exactly.
it up.
So I really appreciate you, Lauren. You know,
she looked good. Trust me. It was all good. It worked.
Yeah, shout out to Harmony Grana and Alyssa Shimada and my girl Liz Duncan. They all hooked her up. You know what I mean?
But for you, the Twitter is MC Imprint.
Everything else is /MC Imprint.
You got to follow them on there. You see the links on there. So okay, so here we go. This is where we'll close out with this. Okay, MC Imprint's first one, Imprint the First Impression. This is what you have to go get. It's on iTunes. You can get it. It's all over the place on the website too, because it leads you to iTunes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for you, artists that inspire you, we like to play a game.
Okay.
Or for you, I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind when I say an artist's name.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this? People get nervous. We've had many artists on. We had AJ Rams on here. We did basketball, Jenna Christine with country music. Now you're the first MC we can actually do it with.
All right.
All right. So on camera at least. All right, here we go. Biggie Smalls.
The best that ever did it.
I only wanted one word, but that's okay. That's a good phrase.
We only need one word.
I want the first thing that comes to mind anyway, so that's good enough because
thing.
that is totally fine. All right. Jay-Z.
Powerful.
Kanye.
Crazy.
I'm okay with that. Tupac.
Legendary.
Ice Cube.
Legendary as well.
Ludacris.
Comedy.
Okay.
In a good way.
In a good way. Okay.
Great way.
Lil Wayne. Gotta give me
creative.
Some creative. All right, okay. He's sweating. He's whipping out sweat. He got nervous. All right, Drake.
Ooh. Dope.
All right, we're gonna close out with this one. MC Imprint.
impressive.
Impressive. All right, that's good enough for me. I like that. Sound guy Kyle smiling. Everyone's good. You can find all of his stuff, twitter.com @MC Imprint. Look on there. You find the stuff on the Jordan Brown Radio page, facebook.com/Jordan Brown Radio. Get this album. This is the real deal. I know people that don't even like hip-hop that are into this because the beats are amazing. The story's real. It's not something that's fake stuff, people just talking about anything. This is real stuff on here, guys. So go check it out. I appreciate you coming through. Jordan Brown Radio, facebook.com/Jordan Brown Radio, youtube.com/Jordan Brown Radio 1. Have a good one.
Peace.
Yeah, I gotta use this music to get to where I'm trying to be. Listen, been grinding in the dark, now it's my time to shine. I'm so hungry, man, I'm cutting the lunch line. Pay attention, now watch me define dope.